up to the mic right now. He resides in North County. That's St. Louis. He's the only black man in St. Louis that will venture across the bridge. At this time, I'm going to bring up Mr. PWORLD.
Thank you, Troy. Little ass Easy shirt on. All right, how y'all doing? I'm sorry I'm a little late. I got a little lost and shit. First, I want to thank God, for getting me up. And I told him if you're getting me up, I got it from here, so let's get it. Tiger, tiger, tiger. I know that's the topic of everybody's story. So what y'all think? He human, right? Imagine if some of y'all life was on TV. A lot of y'all done did some cheating, eating, and all that, ain't you? But you know what? He had, how many girls was it? What was it, 10 or 11 y'all? 14. No sisters, huh? No sisters. Well, he never claimed to be black, but he know how it is to be a nigga now, though. But you know what? You can do anything you want, as long as you can get away with it. Do I think OJ did it? Yeah, but he got away with it. You can do anything you want, as long as you get away with it. Plus, you're in a recession now, so you can expect anything. How many of y'all been laid off? By a round of applause. You know the funny thing about being laid off? Nobody never asks you where you work until you laid off. You go to the same spot all the time. Nobody asks you nothing. Hey man, how's the job doing? Now you can't lie because you're all over the news. Oh shit, they laid me off for a little while. You know how that is, But I'm gonna tell you about being laid off. You get to struggle. I caught like a bad spurt in my life, and I had to go to the bank, right? I had like $6 in there. Now you know the debit card don't let you get no 1s, no 5s out these days. So you know how that is. So I asked my gal, I said, man, you go up there and get that $6 for me? Hell no, I'm not going up there. Why would I go up there and get that damn $6? I got plenty of gas. I said, okay. So I was gonna go through the drive-thru, but I didn't have no withdrawal slip. So I had to go inside. So when I look inside, it's niggas everywhere. I said, God dang. So I wanted to go to the little white girl on the end. And then it was open, right? So when I went there, the black girl said, come on right here, I got you. So I got up there and said, let me get real low, because a lot of people, I said, let me get that $6 out of savings. So you know how black women, excuse me? So I said, let me get that $6 out of savings. She said, sir, I can't hear you. See, now I'm embarrassed now, so I said, just move the rest of it over to my checking and just give me that little $6 out of savings. You don't have anything in savings. Bitch, give me what I asked you for. Fuck all this shit. And she gonna embarrass me and shit. So the dude behind me said, that nigga come up here to get $6. So when I walked out, I told him, lick ass, then goddamn it, fuck it. But you know what? That's just my life. Everybody doing all right? Everybody good? How many of y'all ever bought a new car before?
Yeah.
I don't care who you are or what kind of person you is. When you buy that new car and you park it, this is exactly what you do when you park that new car. You hit your chirp. You gotta take a good look at it. I don't care who you are. And you probably take a few more steps. Yeah, that's my shit right there. But, what'd you say? Then? Well, you know, the white man ain't in charge no more. We got the black man in charge. Hey, huh? What'd you say?
I'm not white. Your hand is white.
You're not white? What are you?
I'm a little darker than that.
You're a little darker than that? I can bet you ain't considered black up in this motherfucker.
I'm starting to feel a little bit like a minority.
Are you? Just don't say that word and you're good. You alright with me, man. I'm just messing with you.
That's all right, because I don't care.
You don't care?
Nah.
Say it. I mean, just think, you have nothing to lose, but a whole lot to gain.
Hell, I'm 66 and I lost it.
66, and we'll beat your ass 66 times. I'm just... Huh? You old? But if you say it, we're gonna beat you like you knew. I'm just... What'd you say?
Please do.
No, we won't do that to you.
If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go my way.
Are you?
That's it.
Well, if you say that word, you're gonna go our way. No, you know, I'm just messing with you. But anyhow, Mr. White man over there on the right. But you know, relationships is rough, man. You know, me and my girl, we've been going through a whole lot, right? You know, we did a little cheating on both ends. So we decided to go to some counseling, right? I said, no, man, we ain't gotta go to no counseling. Let's just go to a swingers party. I said, let's try that out. Well, how you know about that? I said, my buddy be asking us to go all the time, but he got a long tongue, so I can't risk that. I don't want that going on. So I got into it. We decided to go. We walk up in there. Everybody dressed down. I go dressed down. She come back in a two-piece I had never seen before. I'm like, damn, where you get that from? It's a special occasion. So, next thing you know, we walking there, we walking around, making our way. So we finally see the couple we want. So we get a minute to ourselves. I said, babe, what you think? She said, I'm kind of feeling him, you know. I'm looking at the dude, 6'2", 230. He ain't packing that much, got a small tongue. So I said, shit, I'm in good shape. I ain't got to worry, I ain't got nothing to lose. So next thing you know, we kind of part ways for a minute. She over there with the dude, I'm over here with the girl. So all of a sudden, you know, dude start eating out. This is some true shit for real. Dude start eating out, girl start sucking my dick. So I'm like, okay, but the whole time, this nigga never took off his robe. And that's fucking with me. Why he ain't took off his robe yet, you know? There's something up under that damn robe. But anyhow, it goes on, all of a sudden he's done, right? So, next thing you know, the guy's sitting in the chair, right? Now I'm over there, I'm proceeding to hit the girl I was hitting. And dude sitting in the chair, all of a sudden he just take his robe off. Now quote me on this. When he took his robe off, this shit was sitting like this. So that just took me out of what I was doing. I was hard, but then I got motherfucking small real fast. I'm like, and my girl just like, she's sitting there with it just tangling that motherfucker like, wow. Rubbing it and whatnot like, wow. Then she took it and hit it on the cheek and shit. I'm like, man, I gotta stop this shit before it get going. So, you know, I get into it, I'm hitting a little more, then I'm looking over and my girl just still, wow, spitting on it. So now, you know, I'm to the side and I'm looking like this. I said, hold up, baby, we gotta, give me a minute. So when I comes over there, and I come over there like, I'm right here, as soon as I get there, he said, hold up. I said, babe, I need to talk to you. Hold up. So now I'm standing from this, I'm like, babe, come on for a minute. But the whole time this shit is all in my face like this. This is a true story. I don't think I ever seen no shit like that for real. So I said, babe, come here for a minute. What do you want? I said, come here for a minute. What do you want? Bitch, come here. You ain't be calling me. See, that's how it is. A woman see a big ass dick, that's what she wants. So she gonna look at him. Baby, I'll be right back. So she said, what's wrong? I said, man, ain't nothing wrong. I said, babe, I think we need to get out of here. She told me, why? This is what you want. I said, yeah, but we in danger. In danger what? You don't see that big ass reptile over there? I said, look, I don't want you to get killed by anaconda, so we need to go out and get out of here. She's like, well, you was getting yours off, let me just try it. I said, well, look, you can go tell Mandino or Hung Lo, whoever he is, we get ready to go.